now, from the makers of Jizz Be Gone and Hide Your Face comes a brand new concoction for your dry noob-noob. Yes, do you have a dry noob-noob? Can you not slide him down the hallway? Then you need noob-loob. That's right, brand new from those same people I mentioned earlier is noob-loob. It's lubed up your noob-noob. Is your noob-noob too dry? Is he chafing? Can you not get him in tight spaces? Yes, you need noob-loob. Just 20 applications every 5 seconds and your noob-noob will be lubed so much you feel like you're having sex with your mother. Yes, noob-loob.
Noob-Noob is not intended for general people and general public. It's only required for noobs and noobs.
Not endorsed by Noob-Noob. Well, I am the man they know as Z, and as always, I am joined by the imaginative creator of Noob-Loob, Scott Keebler.
Where's my... There it is.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to play this little Uner in that intro, but it didn't happen.
A little spooner.
Maybe a little delayed. I had a rough day. What can I say?
It's all good. We'll let it slide across the Noob-Loob.
It'll slide better with some
Noob-Loob.
Yeah, and the purveyor, and if you squeeze his anal glands, he creates Noob-Loob. It's Noob-Noob.
Yes, there are discounts for bulk orders.
For bulk orders?
bulk waters. That's what he said. Bulk water.
Bulk orders?
Water. Yes, bulk
orders.
water.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
bulk
that's a
orders.
thing.
That's me choking on dick.
No.
Sounds like it. Yes. Yeah.
So tasty.
No, this is you choking on dick.
Well, all right then. That's a thing that happened.
So what's so funny today, there, Noob-Noob?
We're
Not noob-noob.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not accurate. So we're doing a whole bunch of Jokery things. Is Joker real? Is Joker not real? I don't know. Is Jared Leto the best Joker ever? Probably not, but he feels alienated either way. Is Joker a pedophilic movie? I think so, most likely. Then I screamed a lot in the theater that cleared out a lot of people's. I don't know why. I was just trying to masturbate to Joaquin Phoenix while touching my eggs for Easter. We're going to go over all my eggs. And then, is there a BVS reference in the Joker? There's a lot of Joker things in this thing. This is about Joker. If you didn't realize this is about Joker, it's about Joker because Joker came out and Joker is a movie about Joker. If you didn't realize, called Joker.
Yeah, but we're also reviewing stuff that's not Joker.
We are.
It's Joker connected. It's
Joker
it's a
connected about women who like bats.
Is this just going to be all Joker all the time?
No, because there's women involved, and Joker's not a woman.
Oh, that's a joke.
No. Wow,
Yeah.
women are a joke,
Women
Scott?
are jokes.
You should not say that out loud, and this is a Me Too environment. Scorsese apparently is not a woman either, but he's not a Joker. But he inspired the Joker? Maybe? I don't know. We'll have to discuss. And then we actually review a Mexican Joker, because is there a such thing? He's definitely not is there a word for Mexican?
You must
in
beware
Joker?
the Mexican Joker.
That's not
Yes,
Mexican.
you must beware of the Mexican Joker.
We should ask J-Lo, but she's not available. She ran away.
She got away.
I thought you dropped her off. Didn't you have...
Dropped her off in my basement. Yeah,
Is
I
that
did.
how you created the Noob-Loob?
Oh, my God. She needed a whole lot of Noob-Loob. It was drier than the Sahara.
Well, it was you. I won't
Jesus.
get anyone get wet around you.
Well, fair enough. That's
Definitely not going to happen.
That's what my mother tells me.
Good news, everyone! What?
That's a shitty Joker voice.
It wasn't a Joker voice. I was just
Yes, it
laughing.
was. No, it was a shitty Joker voice.
What's the
Are you
story?
done?
What do you want to talk
So
about?
Jared Leto, probably the most infamous and best Joker interpretation.
The absolute best of the best.
On
He
opposite day.
is a little upset about the new Joker movie.
Bougie. What does he say?
Good news! It's
What-
not!
He says, I just recently watched a clip of him being the Joker, and I forgot. He says something really stupid.
I don't know.
Oozy bougie.
Yeah.
I want to say something right now, but it's not appropriate.
Cha-cha-cha.
I think he might say that.
He goes, "Diddy-bop."
What?
Diddy-bop-dop.
Oh, okay, I thought you said something different.
He was scatting.
So-
Diddy-dop-dop.
Yes,
Diddy-dop-dop-dop-dop.
Jared Leto was not happy with being left out of the Joker.
He shouldn't be happy with that contoured, sculpted face of his,
He shouldn't be happy with anything that he was related with Joker-wise.
and those damaged tattoos.
I think that he's just a little pissed off that Joaquin Phoenix is being very like
Better?
they're saying he's going to be nominated for an Oscar and how great he was, and everyone says how bad Jared Leto was, and the fact that he's basically being erased as the Joker.
He was erased when that movie was made, though. Didn't he say there was a ton more like Joker footage that they did that they just never released in the movie?
They cut a ton of it out.
He was already pissed about that, and then here's Joaquin Phoenix getting an entire movie of him being the Joker.
Yeah, and he's like, I was the Joker. No one remembers me. The Maserati driving.
Dude, he really wasn't that bad.
He was 100% that
He was
bad.
the best part of that movie.
No,
Yes.
Harley Quinn was.
Yeah, Will Smith was pretty good in that movie, too,
Smith.
but
Will
even
Smith was
good,
okay.
good actors can't save a crap movie.
Jai Courtney, well, that's a good point too.
Captain Boomerang.
Yeah,
Jesus
Jai
Christ.
Courtney, he was booming with his boomerangs. I thought he was amusing at least.
Yeah.
I got some entertainment out of him
I would have liked more Jared Leto in that movie.
doing
I don't know, Jared Leto things. He's just fucking weird.
boozy boozy.
I don't think he said that.
He was
I don't
just
think he
as
said
weird
that
in
either.
Blade Runner 2020, though, too. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it was
just, like,
2049.
his
Same character.
thing or whatever he's doing. I don't.
The movie felt like it was 2 hours and 20. Well, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes actually.
Yeah, it was. It was a long.
It was not a good
It was a
movie.
long effing movie.
Not a good movie.
No.
Yeah, yes and no.
I didn't buy it on
good.
Blu-ray, and I buy fucking everything. So what does that tell you?
You didn't buy it?
No,
you
I
don't
didn't
buy
buy-
anything anymore.
I'm poor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Can we
po.
Can we get pizza?
Po.
I'm hungry. Anyway, so Jared Leto was a little upset.
You're allowed to eat when you finally do a good job. You're gonna be real hungry for a long time.
Plus, didn't we talk about the whole chunky monkey thing? You could stand to lose a couple.
Hey,
Yeah, you
I'm
probably-
doing
you
push-ups.
probably-
I'm up to 28. I did
Probably
28
should
push-ups today.
skip a meal. I mean,
Can you do 28 push-ups?
Can you just skip a couple meals?
I
probably
would love to
should. I
skip.
mean, like-
this is a double, so I should probably put something in my stomach.
those apparently those push-ups aren't helping your midsection there, buddy. Or should I say, chubby?
I'm a little self-conscious right now, so gotta get in my suit. for tomorrow. Is that a Pervy the Pooh laugh? Is that? No.
No, I did not do that.
All right,
Yes,
so
you
Jared
did.
Leto is not happy. What else is new?
He's a sad
he's
pander.
gone. He's never going to be the Joker again, and nobody loves him. So yeah.
Nope.
Then there's one bad thing that people are universally upset about with this new Joker movie. And it is a particular song made by an apparent pedophile. That is Gary Glitter. And Rock and Roll Part 2 is actually played during a very prominent part of this movie.
This
And some people
stair
are-
dancing part, right?
Yes, the stair dancing.
There's a
was
lot of dancing in that
fucking
movie.
fantastic, honestly. I love that part.
There
I
was
was
a
like
lot of
tapping
stair
my feet
dancing.
and like dancing
That's
along.
a real dangerous stair.
I didn't
stair.
know that he touched children to that song though.
You mean Gary Glitter?
Yes.
Or the Joker?
Both.
What was the name of the song again?
Yeah. We shouldn't play. We should just like hum it so that he doesn't make any money off of it.
Yeah, this is also true.
You just be like, "Da-na-na-na-na, hey, da-na-na-na-na,
Oh, you mean
hey."
the same one that they play at every sporting event?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
making him millions and millions of
So
dollars.
essentially what they're saying is sporting events support pedophilia by playing his music.
Only
Yeah,
basketball.
just like Madden does.
Madden loves children. Like John Madden would definitely finger a bunch of 7-year-olds. Male or female, he's not biased.
Well, at
You're
least
the
he's
Madden
inclusive.
player here.
Is that why you were such a huge Madden fan?
I'm the best at Madden.
Yes.
I don't play online though. I'm
You're
scared
just
to lose.
good at being Madden.
He's real good against the computer.
He's getting
I
Madden.
am
against the
great against the
CPU.
computers.
He's only good against the artificial intelligent. Other people, other humans,
Scary.
not so good.
No, he's scared of them.
The Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl every time I
I
play.
think they could have literally played any other song and it would have been fine. I don't know why they played that song. I didn't think it was like real poignant or anything.
Wasn't like
There's no
appropriate or
lyrics
anything?
to it, so you can literally put any song to him dancing there. Because I remember when I saw the movie, somebody actually asked me, they're like, "Is he doing Tai Chi?" Or like they couldn't understand his dancing because they were like,
it was like art noir dance stuff.
Or the dude lost his fucking marbles and he's just moving randomly.
But are they
No,
playing?
it
Are they
looks like
playing
Tai
that?
Chi.
Are they playing that because like it's now a sporting event? Him losing his mind? Like is that?
I don't
kinda-
think there was a connection. I just think he likes that song because he like picked out a bunch of like random songs that he was like, I really like these. You know, they were. I didn't think the soundtrack was overwhelmingly good. It
was
didn't
okay.
it wasn't
bad.
It didn't like jump out at me like, wow. It wasn't like Dark Knight where the soundtrack was like another character. You know what I mean? Every time you heard the Joker tones, you were like, oh, damn, something crazy is going to happen.
Well, those were like ambient sounds. Those weren't lyrics or not song tracks.
Did you remember anything about could you tell me what
No.
the Joker's theme was?
Not a thing.
But when you think of Dark Knight, can you think of what the Joker's theme
That's
was?
because it's fucking Hans Zimmer. That man is a genius.
Again, that was my point.
Hans
So,
Zimmer. He should
yeah.
have done this.
Guess
fucking
what?
soundtrack.
Nolan gets geniuses. Todd Phillips, the comedian
Also-
director, gets guys. Just
Random
dudes.
side note. Did you see the fucking Tenet preview during your Joker movie?
I did not.
Oh my god, my dick's so hard.
Why?
I don't know. It says
Was it a
Christopher
teaser?
Nolan, and that man knows how to do a fucking trailer.
Was it a trailer or a teaser?
It was like a teaser, but I don't give a shit. That man knows how to build suspense in a trailer that just makes me want to see whatever it could be the worst movie ever. I'd still see it 7 fucking times. It looks fucking fantastic.
All I know is it was half an hour of fucking trailers in my movie theater. Like literally half an hour. I was complaining before about being 20 minutes of trailers. Now 30 minutes of trailers.
Who cares?
It just keeps going up and up.
Sucks, dude. I mean, I'm there already for a 2-hour movie, and now I have to sit there for an extra half hour for fucking trailers.
You definitely have to worry about your continence.
It's way too fucking many.
That's
You're
the
all gonna have to get
thing.
diapers.
If you go to nicer theaters, not some stuff that are from basically like a barnyard, where you can reserve your seats, you can show up fucking 15 minutes into the trailers and be good to go.
How would you know? I guess you're just making the guess that you're not going to
Yeah,
miss.
you're
the
making a
movie.
guess that they're going to do half an hour and not 15 minutes of fucking
Yeah,
trailers.
that
No,
sounds like a
I
bad
see enough
idea.
movies. Trailers are 22 minutes.
No, this was literally half an hour. I
No,
was
22
I was-
fucking minutes.
I was watching my
I
clock.
guarantee you.
I
You
was
were
watching.
crapola
I was
theater.
checking my watch constantly as this was going on. Like, oh, we're past 20 minutes. Oh, we're past 25 minutes. Oh, we're now 30 minutes into this fucking 1 o'clock showing, and I'm still not watching the movie.
Did you get any Red Band trailers? I got a Red Band trailer.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Well,
I forget what it was
sexy.
for, but it was something.
Harley Quinn.
No, that wasn't Red Band.
No?
I
Not
don't
that.
think she's doing that. Is that even going to be rated R?
No, it's probably PG-13.
PG-13?
Yeah.
I don't think
What,
so.
the Birds of Prey?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a mistake.
Bill Burrs of Prey?
Bill Burrs. No,
that's
means
gonna be a
no.
mistake.
No, it doesn't.
What?
Not letting that movie be R.
Hard R.
The Birds of Prey.
Super hard R.
Hard R.
Like it's hard R as they can
Just
go.
straight up lesbian hardcore porn.
I'm just gonna skip that and wait for the XXX version of Birds of Prey, and I'll watch that
Oh
instead.
no, there's
Makes
gonna
sense.
be that for sure.
Yes.
You mean the Woodcock one or whatever
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah.
company is?
Emancidiction or something. I don't know. Whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. Anyway,
Is there another news story
there
here?
is. So apparently there was an evacuation in one of the Joker showings in Long Beach
Was it an
Island.
evacuation of bowels or an evacuation?
No, an evacuation of the theater. So Joker audience self-evacuates Long Beach Theater because of suspicious
Yeah,
suspicious
activity.
subject. Yeah,
Someone's trying to
so-
break in here. What the heck's going on? Hold on.
No, Jesus, I don't want any.
Why don't you keep talking about evacuating your bowels? And
I
I'm
will
gonna go
shit
see what
myself
all
if
the-
Jesus
So
comes
what?
in this room.
They left because someone shat themselves.
Yes. So an audience at a screening of opening weekend self-evacuated a Long Beach theater after a man was acting suspicious. According to the Long Beach Post, police were dispatched to the Regal Edwards Theater in Long Beach Town Center on Saturday after they received calls there were shots coming from the theater. That's aggressive. What else? What else do we hear here? Why are you shitting? Suspicious subject
evacuating.
inside. Were they actually suspicious though? I don't know.
What was the guy
Officers
doing?
were on the
Laughing
scene
inappropriately.
within a minute of dispatch. Discovered patrons have self-evacuated due to suspicious male adult who was wearing a backpack, looking out of the crowd near an emergency exit.
Well, I'd
Okay.
probably evacuate too.
I'd probably get the hell out of there too. Was
Who
it like
gives a shit?
during the movie, this dude standing around just staring at people with a backpack on?
Yeah,
maybe
I
he's
would
got
definitely
candy.
evacuate.
Yeah, I'd get the hell out of there too.
It's October. Maybe he's giving out early Halloween.
Yeah, you know what
candy.
happened? What was it? Dark Knight Rises? Like, I wouldn't mess around with that.
No,
I
you don't.
also
you
demand
don't,
a
you don't
refund.
fuck with that. Yeah, first off, I'd probably shoot the guy, then I'd go get a refund.
Yeah, there you go. I shoot the guy and be like, I interrupted this movie.
Yeah, this
because I
guy
shot
interrupted the
this
movie.
guy.
He's dead, but I still want a refund because now I can't get back to this movie going experience because I killed a man.
I'm feeling a little, verklempt
Yeah,
about it.
I'm a little distracted now. I mean, I'm also kind of horny. That's what killing does. You know, I mean,
that's
like
hot.
murder gets me hot. So I'm gonna have to go over to the next theater where they're showing Debbie Does Dallas throwback, and then I'm gonna need my my refund back.
Give Daddy that juice. Anyway, so that's
Sorry, I just killed a
a
man.
lot of screaming.
Oh, is that what that
So
was?
this actually comes after Cinemark Century in Huntington Beach closed on October 3rd after receiving word from a credible threat surrounding the movie. So a theater actually fully fucking closed because people thought they were going to shoot up a Joker movie.
Well, when you have the freaking police and the FBI and the military warning people about the Joker movie, and
Going-
then guess
going
what
into
happened?
this for fucking
Absolutely
weeks.
nothing. What happened? Nothing. Nothing. And then they say it's a controversial movie. Was it controversial?
No.
Not even close. It's because everybody's so highly politicized right now. Like, get real. You know, we were just talking about it before the show. And we'll get into it a little further, but it's less controversial than movies that were released like 30 and 40 years ago.
Well, it's a shame because we're so scared of everything, and that's what this world's coming to: is that everyone's terrified something's going to constantly happen. Guess what, people? That's life. Sometimes live till an old age. Sometimes get blown up in movie theater. Things happen. Shit happens. When it's your time, it's your time. Accept it.
Yes, I agree with that on some level. Theoretically.
I have words, but I don't know what they are.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah,
Are you
I
playing
don't
some
go
new
to a
words?
country music
people
concert.
were no fuck country music. It's the worst music ever.
there's
Nobody. I don't want to go into a concert and leave wanting to fuck my cousin. That's not a thing I want.
Or get shot.
That's why you should. That's why you should go fuck your cousin before you go to the concert.
Wait, do you get shot
Get
at country
out-
music?
get out.
That's
LA
what
early.
happened in Vegas. That was the Vegas shooting.
Was it a country music song?
Yeah, it was
Yes,
country.
it
Oh,
was.
no shit.
Yeah, he was up in like, I don't know, the 28th floor or something, broke out the window and just started shooting country music fans.
Oh my god. Was that when you were listening to hydroponics and like monster trucks?
No, but I did go to the site. I did go visit the site.
You visited the site where all the people died.
Yes.
Just to laugh at them or what?
No, just because I have morbid curiosity.
He needed to rub. He needed to rub one out too.
Oh my god. That's weird. Is that what
Why?
gets you off?
What's-
Is that kind of This is getting
I've stayed in that hotel several times.
You getting an art? What was the hotel?
The Luxor.
Is that the cheap one?
Was it? No, I don't think. What's the Luxor? Was
Yeah, it was the Luxor.
No, the Luxor's the pyramid.
Yeah, but the actual, or was it the Mandalay Bay?
It was.
Oh, I'm
no,
pretty
it
sure.
was one
No,
of
it's
the
the
other ones.
Luxor.
I would look it up, but this isn't part of our story. So.
I'll look it up while you tell us about the other story. I'll
Yes,
fact
so-
check me. I'm pretty sure it's the Luxor though.
There's plenty of Easter eggs in this movie, and the main goal, I don't know if it was a goal, but they went out of their way to kind of reference all of the Batman and Jokers of past. So
Who did what?
the movie The Joker.
Well, this was supposed to be the origins of Joker, so I, appreciate them putting forth
It
that
was
effort.
the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay, but they're
Oh, okay.
right next to each other and owned by the
Yeah.
same company.
Does anyone care? No, we're talking about
Some
Joker
people
here.
would care
Let's
about
get
that.
this
Just a
shit-
fact check. That's all.
Let's get back on track. All right, people?
Fact
Let's
check.
get back on track. I need another drink. All right, go make Daddy a drink. So the bat pole.
Noob-Noob needs to be fat checked.
Yeah.
You keep calling me fat.
You should
I'm about to-
probably get low calorie drinks. I
Oh
mean,
my
that's
God.
a little.
Is that liquor is low calorie? Is it not? Like,
not
what
really.
is a sidecar? Like brandy, lemon juice?
That's the excess that's hanging out from your waistline. That's what sidecar is. Usually it's called a muffin top, but for
I
you,
was
it's
gonna
a
get
For him,
food
it's a
after this.
sidecar, but normally it's a muffin.
Well,
I'm
top.
just going to
muffin
eat
top.
lettuce for the rest of the week. So the first one
Guess
was
you're gonna
from
miss that
a
taste.
1960s reference, the bat pole, not a penis.
Are you talking about Easter eggs already in a movie that we haven't reviewed yet?
Yeah, no, is
that
not
doesn't
part
make
the-
a lot of sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
at
I
all.
mean, are they spoiler eggs?
Probably.
Are any of these eggs spoiled?
I think they
you
could
know
be.
what? Let's just see. Let's go back.
Way to arrange the show in a way that makes sense there.
Let's go back to Scorsese and so Scorsese, Martin Scorsese, a famous director for thick eyebrows and nothing else. He has
One Oscar,
made
right?
has he? Who cares?
Yeah, he only has one.
That's depressing.
For The Departed.
He's really old. He's gonna die soon.
Well, he's releasing a new movie soon called The Irishman, which we'll also review that as well there, folks. So
I'm not going to see it. So
Well, tough
anyway,
shit.
Martin Scorsese has taken a stance on Marvel movies / superhero movies, and he doesn't like them. So he's not a fan. Don't know if that necessarily connects to Joker, but Joker was very fucking inspired by Martin Scorsese. I can tell you that much. And we'll get into that a little later. But Martin Scorsese apparently doesn't like superhero movies in general, so it's weird that a super villain movie was inspired directly by him.
well, he was actually on. He was going to direct it at first,
That'd have been
and
weird.
then he stepped away from it,
That'd have been
which
very
means it would
weird.
have turned into crap,
It would have been just basically Taxi Driver with Joker, right?
more or less.
Yeah.
People would have accused him of remaking his old stuff.
Just with the Joker.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what this movie was. It wasn't really... Well, we'll get into that later, but it was just basically a Joker filter on older movies.
Uh-huh.
So... Does anyone care about Martin Scorsese? I don't, like...
Do you
I don't
care
give a
that he
shit.
doesn't? I bet
Basically-
you he
he
hasn't
basically
seen a
said-
single Marvel movie.
He basically said they're not cinema and compared them to theme parks.
Yeah, but I doubt he's actually seen any of them. That because then what's Avatar then?
Avatar's not a
ripping
Marvel
on-
Actually,
movie.
no, he doesn't. He said, I don't see them. I tried, but that's not cinema.
I tried, but that ain't cinema. You see?
The
I was
honestly,
too busy grooming my eyebrows.
he said, honestly, the closest I can think of them, as well made as they are, with actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks. It isn't the cinema of human beings trying to convey emotions, psychological experiences to other human beings.
You tell that to Tony Stark.
So that's basically what he's saying. Is like there's no emotion in them. There's no psychological experiences. The actors are doing the best they can, but you can't actually be an actor in these movies. Is pretty much what he's saying.
Again, you tell that to Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr., who should be up for an Oscar but declined. He was like, you know what? My performances speak for itself. It's that good. It's just not gonna. take that
Samuel
Oscar.
L. Jackson had a good response to that. He said, that's like saying Bugs Bunny ain't funny. Films are films. Everybody doesn't like his stuff either.
Agreed, because that's why he never won an Oscar up until The Departed, which is also a flawed film.
That's okay.
It's a flawed
Had
film.
a lot of
it
Boston
was,
people in it.
It was a pity Oscar, is what everybody says about The Departed.
Did it win Best Picture?
It did, but
Did it really?
everybody said it was a pity Oscar because they were afraid he was going to get too old to win one. None of his old movies won anything. Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, none of them won anything. And then he thought he'd win for Gangs of New York, but Gangs of New York is like a really good first half of a movie, and then if you pretend that Leonardo DiCaprio dies in the part of the movie where where you think he dies and
never
end
saw
it,
the
it's
movie,
a good
so
movie, and then it turns
spoiler.
into a shit show afterwards.
Spoilers.
From a movie released 20 years ago. So yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers.
James Gunn said, Martin Scorsese is one of my 5 favorite living filmmakers. I was outraged when people picketed The Last
Outraged
Temptation of Christ
is an
without
outrage.
having seen the film. I'm saddened that he's now judging my films the same way.
Somebody else said something kind of funny, and I wish I could remember exactly who it was. I feel like a dick quoting somebody that I can't remember. But
You suck.
somebody said he made the ultimate. They're like Martin Scorsese made the ultimate superhero movie when he made The Temptation of Christ, because Jesus is like thumbs up superhero super guy.
Because he's not real?
No, because he's a superhero.
Are you saying
asshole.
Jesus isn't real?
He's got superpowers?
You hate Jesus.
No, you hate Jesus.
I love Jesus.
I don't know about
I would
that.
take Jesus in the mouth.
That's not love.
That's
love.
That's actually very sacrilege in the eyes of the Catholic Church.
No,
It's also not
What?
love.
Please ask my
That
priest
sounds
question.
transactional. It doesn't sound like love.
No, I would. Body of Christ. Amen. I swallowed that shit whole. You guys aren't Catholic, are you? You don't get that joke.
The hell are
No,
you talking
it
about?
just wasn't funny. It wasn't a joke.
It was
No.
pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure Scott's a Satanist and I'm
So,
a Scientologist.
Downey Jr. was on Howard Stern. He said something. I have not previewed this clip, so I have no clue what's going to happen.
Oh boy.
Your Iron Man portrayal has become the thing. It is a huge moneymaker.
Yeah.
You still enjoy
Oh God,
doing
it's
it,
2
yes?
minutes 58.
I'll tell you the truth.
It's 3 minutes
Oh.
long.
Cinema.
I appreciate his opinion because I think it's like anything. We need all of the different perspectives so we can come to center and move on. This your therapy.
No, come on.
You're
Wait,
therapized.
no, you're being too.
Our audience sounds
magnanimous
better
of
than
God.
this.
No, really,
I know,
were you
right?
insulted when he said that it's not cinema, that somehow Iron Man isn't cinema? It is cinema to me.
Well, I mean, look, it'd be like saying Howard Stern isn't radio.
He's also relaxed on a sofa with a little mic that's just like on the side
That's
of his
awesome.
face. It's not like, he's using a pro mic.
Well, I think it's
yeah.
it's the port.
It's basically, he's using the same microphone that pilots use.
Well, let's hear what he says.
It makes no sense.
But what
to
was
say
he
it.
trying? Was he jealous of the success?
Of course not. But I mean, he's Martin Scorsese.
Then what does he mean by it?
I think in his view, and by the way, there's a lot to be said for how these genre movies, and I would.
Oh, is that it?
Skip.
Skip what?
Somebody's internet is not functioning properly.
The art form.
The art form of cinema. And by the way, when you come in like a stomping beast and you eliminate the competition in such a demonstrative way, it's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. And maybe he's upset about you know what it is? You get older, you're used to cinema being a certain way.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Do you actually think Martin Scorsese is upset about Marvel movies?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because he's the guy who's busy archiving films, and he has
He's
a whole sense
archived
of-
my dad's films. And by the way,
Right.
I appreciate his point of view. Robin, what do you think?
That's awesome.
Oh my God, Robin looks
and why
horrible.
not?
I
Well,
don't know. It's kind of a knock. I mean, the fact
Robert
is,
Downey Jr.
were you ever nominated for Academy Award for Iron Man?
No.
He
Don't
should
you
be.
think that's? And be serious.
Yeah.
Because it's a superhero movie, they turn their nose at the performance is excellent.
Well,
It
I'm
is a
so glad
totally
you-
believable character.
Well, I'm so glad you brought this up because there was some talk about it, and I said let's not. And because I'm much more like you than you might really want to believe, I listen to the show. I agree with most all of your opinions, varied though they may be. Occasionally, you'll go on some tributary trail of thought that I go like, oh, that's not how I see it. But I go, but I love that you see it that way.
I feel like there was a lot of talking. He didn't say much, but he did say
No.
he was not interested in Oscar.
Yeah, it was a lot of deflection in that
Stern's right,
interview.
though, on some level.
And Stern's right. He was also leading the interview as well. He wasn't letting Downey, speak what he
I
wanted
think
to
he was
say.
trying to pin him down because
He
he
was.
knew he was going to be
Yeah,
evasive.
he was
'Cause he
absolutely
kicked it right to Robin when he didn't get.
He was trying to corner him.
Yeah, and then he's like, Robin, what do you think? Perfect deflection by Robert Downey Jr. I like how while you guys were watching that Noob-Noob kept getting closer and closer and closer and closer to Scott's crotch. I hope we caught that on film.
I really am.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I hope we caught that on film
He
because
bit me a little.
that might
He
be
did.
the clip.
He bit me some.
That might be
He
the
used-
clip.
You're not supposed to use teeth.
You look a little disheveled there, Noob-Noob.
Is my hat still on?
No, it's a little crooked there.
It's on. It's just
I think that
little
might be the
fuck,
clip
little
that we
messed
need to
up.
pull.
I never
Noob-Noob
came
gets
that
a little
prematurely in my life.
Because we were listening to the clip and he just kept getting closer
And closer.
creeping closer
Yeah.
and closer. It was a little creepy there. He's going
notice,
back
I
for
don't even
seconds.
notice anymore. I mean, we
Had
can
to
keep
rub his
going.
belly.
Oh,
We can keep going.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
take that out completely off.
So what's next?
I don't fucking know at this point. So
You are disheveled.
No, yeah. So, oh Lord. Why don't we move to fucking reviews? But before we do reviews, I'm gonna read this like a fucking professional here today. Before we do reviews, let me ask our listeners something. Are you a god? Are you a ghost? Regardless of your answer, you're going to want to check out Gods and Ghosts Clothing Company. It's this fucking hat that I'm wearing that's sideways because I blew Scott. Clothing that is designed, picked for quality, printed by people just like you. I don't know what people those are. Gods and Ghosts Clothing has a style you are looking for with all the comfort you want. It's very comfortable while I suck Scott's dick. But because it was picked by the people you want to wear it, I wear it while I suck Scott's dick. No outside designers, no outside fulfillment companies, no mass production except that massive dick that I took from Scott. Just a blue collar mentality built to bridge the gap between blue, white, and pink collars and Scott's dick. Whoever you are, whatever your story, Gods and Ghosts is your brand. Check them out at gnggclothingco.com. That is gnggclothingco.com. And for our fellow orcs, if you go to Gods and Ghosts Clothing website to our special OrkU discount code, you get 10% off your order. That's right, use the discount code ORKU when you go to gnggclothingco.com and save on your orders of Gods and Ghosts Clothing. You also have to suck Scott's dick. Yeah.
What about goblins? Do they
I did that. There's a lot of goblins. I was gobbling up Scott's dick
I know
earlier.
orcs get a discount.
Yeah,
Do goblins?
I was gobbling up Scott's dick.
You are a goblin.
Yes.
A knob goblin.
A knob goblin. A cock goblin. Knob goblin.
Whatever goblin you
Dragon
want.
Ball Z goblin. Who knows?
No, God. Didn't they cancel that show?
They didn't cancel it.
Jello's going forever. So should we start with Joker or lead up to the Joker?
No, fuck that, because women are the best. We're going to start with women, and that's Batwoman.
Batwoman?
Batwoman, yes. Batwoman is the new CW Arrowverse show that has premiered this past Sunday.
Wow, it was a big premiere.
Yeah, I watched it. I'm a big fan of the Arrowverse. I watch all of their shows. The Flash, The Arrow, Legends
And you're
of Tomorrow.
a huge fan of Supergirl.
Huge.
Huge.
How can you be such a big fan of all these horrible shows?
They're not.
They're all bad. They're all so horrible. I can't even watch the trailers anymore. They're so bad. The last Supergirl trailer came across, and I'm like,
Supergirl.
holy God, this is so stupid.
The things I would do
show.
to Melissa Benoist are unspeakable. Like, I'd be impeached if I did those things to her.
They're the show. It's unwatchable. There's no way you can watch.
I just look at her face. I'm like, I want to make out with you.
But they are. They're completely unwatchable.
I like Flash and Green Arrow. I'm glad they're coming to an end because they've just been vamping and vamping and vamping.
Green Arrow. First off, it's called Arrow.
You ever see the
Green
clip?
Arrow.
You ever see the clip from behind the scenes when they're showing the Flash and Supergirl like actually acting like before they put the special effects to it? It is the dumbest.
I'm running.
Thing
I'm running really fast.
ever. It was so bad. Like the shows have gotten to shit. And I used to watch Flash. When it first came out,
Flash was good.
I was in the Flash. It was good. It got
First
to
season
shit.
was really
They
good.
All got so fucking bad. It was horrible. I don't know how you still watch these.
They just, oh my God, the relationship drama and like they just vamp and vamp it. There's too many episodes. They can't. What's it? 22 or 24?
Well, that's
too many
fucking
episodes.
network TV in general. That has nothing to do
Well,
with.
they need to kill that shit, and
Yeah,
then
well,
they'll be better.
it's
Although
a
I heard they
constitutional
changed.
issue.
They changed their they alternated. Now they do what? Half a season and half a season about one storyline.
Kinda, yeah.
And then-
They section it.
And then in there somewhere is Legends, and that was such a horrible show.
I heard that just
show
went
was so
train
good.
bonkers.
That
like,
show was so good they killed 5 main characters in the first episode.
That's the point. That's
Why
the
is the
point,
point?
to replace characters and keep it fresh and interesting and innovative.
Because they were that bad.
Yeah,
They were that good. The world just couldn't
Kid,
sustain.
you just love that
their
Kid
greatness.
Flash, huh?
Oh, I love Kid Flash. Wally
He's
West,
great actor.
he speeds right into my anus,
So
in my
bad.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Batwoman.
so Batwoman.
I watched it. It's
a thing?
It's a thing that happens. Ruby Rose is Australian, and you can tell.
And she really struggles with the
From
English
her,
language.
she cannot English at all. She cannot American. She's not a good American.
American is very difficult for her.
Yes.
There are definitely times when she's chewing on them words like, yeah,
She
you
is a
triple
woman,
the
though, for
Barbie,
sure.
oh.
She's a woman.
They try to do like a plot point, and she was doing like speaky exposition of what happened.
They should have pulled that out.
I
That was
had
a bad
to. I had to
idea.
replay that clip 20 times, and I still have no clue what she said.
Do
So-
you think they it looks like they got rid of some of her tattoos? Does that they make up them out, right? But didn't do 100%.
It's a little. It may be a little excessive
Dude,
what
she's
she
got a
has.
lot of
yeah, she has a
tattoos,
lot of
bro.
tattoos, so they probably do brush some of it out. And it's nice because the rest of the time they just have her wearing jackets and clothes that are like way, cover
Baggy.
every part of her, so they don't have to worry about brushing it out.
I don't mind her. I don't mind that they made a Batwoman. I don't mind that she's different. She's not like Supergirl's a pain. Like a lot of the women on the shows, the CW shows, are like super cheerful. Like she is moody as f.
Well,
she does
she needs to
smile
be
a little
scissored.
bit.
No,
Too much.
all of
She
them,
needs
all
to
of
be
those other shows, they do like the stupid, vamping bullshit. Not vamping, but the tropes.
Yeah.
They do the same female tropes for all of them. They're all
a little disappointed, like
lightheaded and
angry
airy.
girlfriend.
Oh my
upset
God!
wife.
I am so angry. I went on Twitter and people were talking bad about yogurt. This is so angry. I'm so unhappy right now.
But it's an interracial relationship, and it's hot as fuck.
Is it? Spoiler. Should we spoil it? Yeah, we spoil
it's
it.
one fucking episode. We're not spoiling anything.
She got married to a dude.
What the fuck? The
girlfriend.
Yeah,
the
the
whole
love interest.
her whole motivation to become Batwoman was to save this girl, and then she's like, "Oh, you're married to a dude,
Yeah.
so you take the
she
dom
doesn't want to
now."
admit she likes to scissor. No. She put
I
the
also
scissors
don't
away.
understand. Like, this is a little irritating to me. Like, I don't understand why they specifically for okay, so the setup is there's Batman's gone, and they have a private security firm that is running security for Gotham because the cops can't handle it, right? The Crows. So Ruby Rose's character, Kimberly Kane, no, that's a porn actress.
Caitlin Kane.
Kate Kane. She is, if you add a third letter, you might change what the meaning of who she is.
Cunty Kane?
No.
No, that's
Nope.
different. That's
you're-
different sound.
That's a different, yeah. So you have Kate Kane, and her daddy is the head of the Crows, right? He's
Yeah,
like
he's
the
head
owner.
crow.
Head crow. Eats a lot of crow.
He works in the crow's nest.
Crows, that's a good point. Yeah, crow's nest. So they specifically outlaw homosexual relationships, which seems really stupid to me. Why not just give an order like you can't have relationships in the firm?
No,
at all.
No,
period.
it wasn't. No. That wasn't the firm. That was the military. She got kicked out of the Crows. She was not kicked out of the Crows. He sent her away early on because he didn't want her involved in the Crows. But she still was rebellious and had to fight, so he went to military instead.
Is that still a
It was
thing? I
in the
didn't think that was a
military
thing.
that she and the other girl were caught. Ruby Rose was kicked out of the military. The other one said, "I have to stay," and that's why
Is that still a thing?
they went their separate ways.
Or can you just not have a relationship in general?
It depends on who you voted for.
Yeah, but is that still a
doesn't
thing?
matter.
I don't think that's a
still a
thing.
thing.
Is it?
Obama was doing a don't ask, don't tell type deal, and I don't know what happened
I
after
thought
that.
that's still
Something
around.
came
no?
back. I think
I just know they banned transgender people from serving.
transgender. I think there was a don't ask, don't tell, which did good and actually was more damaging than it was good in the long run.
Because people stay in the closet.
That's
or
another
whatever. I don't know.
conversation for another day.
Too much.
But in the show,
I thought it was the Crows.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't the
I
Crows training. It was the
misinterpreted that.
military,
Okay.
where she got booted from the military. The other one
Because she had a
stayed
relationship.
in.
I got you.
And then when Katrina Kane Kardashian went away, she went away to train with an Indian fella in the
no, an
Arctic.
Eskimo. She freaking trained with an Eskimo.
Which
Why would an Eskimo know how
I
to
don't know
teach her how
why.
to do kung fu?
how she
What in
got
the world was that?
special training from an Eskimo.
An Eskimo was training her kung fu.
And then, of course,
that was ridiculous.
it was
he
so
stuck her
stupid.
down an
It
ice
was
hole.
so stupid.
And that was her training.
So dumb.
You're gonna survive an
So
ice
dumb.
hole with some handcuffs.
And then
what Eskimo has handcuffs?
And then when the sat phone rang, he goes, "Here, phone. Woman, talk too much." Like, oh my
Come on, like, why are you being?
stereotype.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I did enjoy the stepmom and the stepsister who runs her own clinic. I thought they were cool. I like that
Yes.
storyline.
Yeah, they
I
were
like her
good.
origin story too. Like, I thought it was interesting. It's a different take. It's not quite Batman.
This was actually a decent show until
Just
the
a
last
little
5 minutes.
bad acting.
Couple bad things here and there, and then the last 5 minutes, it
Well,
turned into
dude.
another one of these stupid shit shows.
It was a little preachy too, where the guy's like, "This is virtually perfection," and then she's like, "It'll be perfect when it fits a woman."
Yeah.
How about you just say like, "Yeah, it looks like a good suit, but it doesn't fit me. Can you make it fit me, you
She
dick?"
didn't even bring out that hot red hair.
It
yet.
also they'll explain that, I'm sure. It also, like, I don't know if you noticed the bat suit before she put it on had tits.
Yeah.
It was a little obvious it
Well,
had
I mean,
tits.
like
I don't know.
tits.
Bruce must be.
Brucey likes tits.
Well,
No, he has tits.
I mean,
He's a tits man.
George
He's a
had
tits
nipples.
man.
When George was Batman,
George
he had
had
nipples.
nipples,
So I
that's
mean,
true. Yeah, he could have
Bat
tits.
nipples.
I also thought it was ridiculous that, like, she thought Batman. First of all, how no one knows that Bruce Wayne, who happens to be gone at the same exact time
for
as Batman,
3 years,
is not.
Still, no one's figured
No one,
that
and
out.
she, her cousin, couldn't even
Gotham is
figure it out.
filled with fucktards.
Did you think? I did like. Here's two things I liked about the villain too. So I saw. Well, first of all, I saw there was a picture of the Joker like on one of the walls. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I like Alice. The fact that she's got the Alice in Wonderland gang. That's kind of
That's
cool.
cool.
She could be, in theory, she could be the demented version of Tetch, who's the Mad Hatter. Kidnapped
Yes.
an Alice, and
Yes.
maybe Tetch is gone, and maybe she's replaced him.
That's
Who
possible.
knows? And then I liked on the wall behind her in one of the scenes where she had like a baseball bat or something. It said, "Twinkle twinkle little bat, I wonder where you're at," or something like that.
I kind
I
of
thought
saw
that was
that.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool. But then the twist they had at the end there was just crap. It was like
I thought it was super
so
obvious.
dumb.
What twist?
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Ah, you stole that shit
The family relationship
from you.
Oh. Both are true.
Yes. So I thought that was super obvious in Telegraph, though.
As soon as I was into the show. I was like, oh, this might actually be a good series. And then I saw the last 5 minutes, and I was like, this is going to be the same crap the rest of them are, and I'm not going to do this.
So
I can't.
did you think that Batman not calculating for crappy engineering was a bad excuse?
It was a week. It
She
was.
should also
It was.
be-
It was a flyby.
But she should also be annoyed because clearly, so the Joker knocks her mom's car off the road, ends up killing her sister and her mom, right? Quote,
Yeah.
quote unquote. And
No,
then
that
the
was
Batman went
supposed to be
on to
her
save
actual-
39 children from the Joker because he took that bus of 39 children.
Yeah.
You think you'd still be mad at the Batman after he saved 39 children for like your whole life? You'd be like really mad at the Batman, even though he saved 39 children that day.
No, she is. It's because it's
She was mad
her
at
mother.
Batman.
Yeah, it's her mother and her sister. Of course, she's gonna.
I'd
hold.
be like, yo, hey, I'm really upset that my mom and sister, but the Batman tried.
Yeah, dude, you don't know.
And he saved 39 children.
You don't know till you've been there. Let me kill a couple of your family members and see how you feel.
Yeah, but did you save 39 people?
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna kill.
Well, then you're
I'm
not
gonna
the
kill-
Batman, and you're useless.
I'm gonna kill those 39 people as well because I'm on a killing
Useless.
spree, and it's what excites me.
Useless. All right, so are we done with Bat? Are we going to continue to watch Batwoman?
I have it series recorded.
We know you're going to.
Yeah, we know you're going to
Files.
hump yourself.
I'm
to
gonna
it.
watch. Well, fucking Arrow's ending this year, so I gotta replace it.
Here's what
with-
I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go ahead and continue watching this because this fucktard's gonna be watching it, and you know he's gonna like it because he likes
So you're going to
everything.
keep going until
It's okay.
you have to bail.
So I guess I'll have to actually watch the next episode so I can tell our listeners how much of a shit show this really is, and Noob-Noob is an idiot.
That's aggressive.
Well, we'll see. I think people are overhyping how good it is. I think it has a lot of flaws, but with any luck, they'll grow into the character and
well,
it'll work out.
So far, the majority of that was actually decent. It was better than all the rest of those stupid
They
shows.
should chop out the 22 episodes, though. Hopefully, it only goes for less than that.
And the ends, the cliffhangers in it are fucking horrible.
Okay, let's go to the next thing.
All right,
'cause
yeah,
we're
my
gonna-
buzz
we're
is
talking about
wearing
this
off. Let's
forever.
move on. So the meat and potatoes of this episode is gonna be the Joker.
So you're gonna skip the Mexican Joker?
Oh yeah, sure. Mexican Joker, South Park talk.
It happened.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
They had an episode about Mexican Joker, and he wasn't actually in it, and it wasn't that funny. But it's just interesting. Here's the only point I'll make about South Park, is that they clearly picked up on the paranoia about the Joker and then tied it into the things going on at the border with, kids being in detention centers and creating a Mexican Joker.
Yeah.
I thought it was an interesting point of view, but ultimately not that funny.
Did the Joker give taco-flavored kisses?
He was not even in the show, so...
That's
they were worried about creating a Mexican Joker.
Yeah, they did some weird flashback thing, which wouldn't have happened because it was still the same timeline. I don't fucking know. It was more about the detention centers and what's going on with the border than it was about, the Mexican Joker.
It was just a joke.
It was just what they were using to bust what's going on in the world.
Some integrity weed.
Integrity weed.
Need some integrity.
That's why I don't remember most of that episode because I was very deep into a bowl of integrity that
night. You really
night.
Just like, I'm into this integrity.
I don't remember.
Were you hanging out with Tally?
That.
Are you a Tal? You're a goddamn Tal, aren't you?
I'm a Tal.
Tally has got to be one of the worst characters ever created.
Holy shit.
We should not be talking about this still.
Okay, we talked about it. Tally?
Yeah, we're good.
Done.
Let's move on to the actual review.
Am I a Tal?
You are a Tal.
Nope, nobody cares.
Is it possible?
Nobody cares.
All this time.
I will literally
I didn't
bite your
realize
nipples.
that
I'll bite your nipples.
I'm actually
Bite your
Keep
nipples
talking.
off.
a Tal.
Keep talking. YouTube viewers, you're going to get a show in about 5 fucking seconds.
This is... I'm
1,
amazed.
You just dropped your paper.
2,
I can't believe.
3,
He's poised for
Time has
action.
gone
4.
And
5 bucket.
I'm a Tal.
That was
I saw God and a ghost at the same time.
There's a lot of assault going on in this episode.
Sexual assault.
I like being a Tal.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, can we talk about...
Jesus.
So can we talk about Joker?
Tally.
Nope.
I'm Tally.
Nobody cares.
I need to smoke some weed.
I bit my tongue.
I can't remember anything because I'm Tally.
I bit my tongue during that blowjob.
Can we send in the clowns now?
Send in the clowns. Noob-Noob. We're going to need to smother some Noob-Noob on our Noob-Noob so we can send in the clowns.
Yes.
Send in the
So
clones.
we are at our main course, and that is the Joker review. So the Joker just came out this past weekend.
The Joker.
It has been getting very good reviews
From the audience,
from the audience. Yes,
not from critics.
Critics have been good, but overall it's gone down. So the critic consensus.
Well, it won the Cannes Film Festival Lion Award or some Johnson.
Yes.
And then, as soon as it got to mainstream critics, it started going down pretty heavily.
Well,
it
critics
started in the 90s or something like that, and it got crushed.
Yeah. So critics are stupid. Anyway.
In fact, it almost lost its fresh rating, so that's kind of a controversy. But keep going.
Great. So critic consensus: Joker gives its infamous.
Yeah, but I don't really care. Your
Awesome.
consensus seems to like.
Fantastic. It's
send
not
in
my
the clones.
consensus.
George Clooney.
It's the yes. George Clooney is the best Joker ever.
Yes.
Gets a 69 scissor%. The audience score is 90% out of 30,000 viewers. So people love that shit. The critics not so much. They just
What's
want
the critic consensus?
69%.
No, critic.
Oh, the critic consensus. Yeah.
George Clooney.
The thing that you interrupted me on. Great, cool.
What's the George Clooney
Joker
have to do
gives
with
its
anything?
infamous
you
central.
don't need to read this as a no. What?
Joker gives
Your
its.
hat's still kind of unfurled.
I hope your brakes fail on the way to work.
Joker gives its infamous central character a chilling, plausible origin story that serves as a brilliant showcase for its star and a dark evolution for comic-inspired cinema. That sounds salty.
Yeah, so it won a bunch of awards in the independent film circuit. Then critics kind of got a hold of it, took
I
it
don't know
down
how
a
it's
bit.
an independent film when it was like a $50 million budget.
55.
Yeah, that's not very independent.
That's not very independent
So
at all.
box office, it's been killing it. It's making its money's worth. So it's a $55 million budget. Opening weekend, $96 million. So
That's about
far,
as good as Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It's better than Ant-Man, actually.
I'm just saying, is it better than Ant-Man?
It
I
is
don't
better
know
than
about that.
Ant-Man. No, I'll look it up in a second. But so far to date, a week and a half, worldwide gross, $281 million.
It's just interesting that I mean, obviously the budget's very low, so it's a big, like, that would be considered a big hit because it made its profit, right?
Oh, way back.
But compared to like what we're used to with the other movies, like it just didn't. It's not crushing
it's
it.
like Joker,
it's doing very good, although it's
Joker
breaking
is-
all the October.
It's like DC's Venom.
Anyway, well,
Yeah.
it broke DC's Venom record. It has the #1 overall release in October for $96 million. Anyway, back to the Ant-Man thing. So Ant-Man 1, opening weekend, $57 million. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel, $75 million. So it shit on both of those. So
poop
shut
on
the
you.
fuck up.
Poop on you. Oh, I'll take a big dump on your chest. Noob-Noob.
Okay, I'm into
So
that.
what were you gonna talk about with Joker?
Nothing. The Joker has plenty of things. There's Easter eggs, but I dropped my paper. So is it Easter yet?
I don't know. So
Well,
Scott,
find the
what did
Easters.
you think of the movie?
It was a movie.
That's what I said. It was a movie.
It was good.
Overrated, yes.
It was definitely overrated.
No.
Yes.
I heard that it was like the first half of it was an absolute snore fest. I didn't agree with that, but it definitely was not
real close to getting
It got
like towed the edge of
real
being boring.
close.
And then something happened, and I remember when I was watching, and I was like, "Thank God something happened
Yeah.
here, because I'm getting ready to check out."
I definitely was in the same boat. When it started, like, I think the second scene, they did a real long thing of him laughing and reacting and doing something silly. And as I'm watching that, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to suck.
There was definitely a lot of parts in this movie where I was like, so they're just putting the camera on Joaquin Phoenix and saying, just do stuff. Right, and just improvise.
That's a lot of that.
Fucking Joaquin Phoenix is the man.
So, well, yeah. Explain to me the scene where it makes sense, where he pulls everything out of the fridge and then goes into the fridge to listen to his voicemail.
Well,
that's something that anyone would do.
It was a hot summer night.
Was it really hot? Because he was
There
wearing
was-
long shirt and pants.
There was too much in his fridge. He needed to do
yes.
some spring cleaning.
He decided he wasn't going to eat
and
anymore.
he was like, "Hey, I don't have air conditioning. Let's jump on that fridge,
Was he
there, boy."
getting in was he getting into the fridge for the isolation?
He jerked off, probably.
or was he trying to kill himself?
To get,
like it
to
wasn't
get
real
away
clear.
because the phone was ringing. It was the cop that was ringing. So he got into the fridge to isolate himself from everything else. Maybe
I don't. Was that again? I feel like they were just filming stuff just to film it so that he would.
It definitely was
Right,
Of him,
just
of him
like him
ripping the
losing
fridge
55
apart.
pounds was like.
I mean, that
I'm
was
doing
impressive.
this just but it was like another one of those like, please give me an Oscar because
I'm being weird.
Christian Bale tried to do this and
Chris will do
Leonardo
it.
DiCaprio
Tom
tried to
Hanks
do this
did
and
it.
Tom Hanks did it. Like, please give me an Oscar if I lose a lot of weight. Like, was it necessary to his character that he was that thin?
Yes.
Why?
No.
Just a weird, frail, thin-looking fucktard.
So if he ever fought the actual Batman,
He would get
he,
fucking raped.
So, yeah, that's where I'm a little confused as to how he could possibly be Batman's arch nemesis.
I don't think he's the actual Joker, so that answers that question.
So if you see Heath Ledger, and Heath Ledger is like, killing bad guys by himself, like he's killing gangsters and doing like all sorts of crazy shit. And you're like, okay, well, he can't fight the Batman one-on-one, but if he has dogs and a crowbar, he could fight the Batman. This guy, you think Batman would breathe on him and he would fall over.
I mean, he used guns to do all his killing in this one. And then at the
And
end,
Batman's virtually bulletproof.
and then there was the one at the last kill at the end of the movie was without
awesome.
a gun.
Yeah, but
Well,
that was
that's
for,
true.
of a woman.
Yeah,
Off
so
screen.
is the Batman
off
a
screen
unarmed
off
woman?
screen while he was wearing handcuffs. So yeah, I mean that's still impressive.
That was impressive to you?
Well, he was handcuffed.
Do you think him suffocating an old woman was impressive too?
You don't suffocate somebody and get that much blood.
was it
No,
racist?
I'm talking about him killing his mom.
Was that?
Oh
a
yeah.
That was a
with the
great
pillow.
kill. I fucking hated that mother.
That was unexpected.
Fuck that bitch.
You know, she's from American Horror Story.
Yeah, she's fucking hideous.
That was more of an unexpected kill right there. But I think that was supposed to be like the turning point where like he embraced, he broke. There.
Well, so here's the thing. So the Joker,
you saw a lot of bathing of his mom. Did that ring true for you there, Noob?
I love to bathe my mom.
Did that seem how you? Is that
he
feel
really
real?
How else?
Did that
I
scene feel real to you?
How
felt-
else does he get the Noob-Lube off of her?
It
How else
felt
does
real, especially when he went for the underboob. A lot of shows, a lot of porns even really don't go after that underboob area. You really got to scrub that shit.
You got to
good.
make sure it's clean. I mean,
Yeah,
I can speak
Smegma
firsthand.
out
Really
of
do.
the underboob.
I can speak firsthand. You have to scrub the underboob.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely will get clammy if you don't do something about that.
So my overall rating was like a B+. I thought that Joaquin Phoenix was very good, but the movie lingered a little bit too much on him. I thought it was very predictable.
How long was this?
2
the
hours.
movie?
2 hours.
Here's another. Could have been an hour and a half.
Probably
that's
they
too
could have
short.
cut a
Easily
bunch.
an hour and a half. An
If they
hour,
would've
an
cut-
hour 45.
Yeah, if they
you
would have
really
cut like
wanted,
a good solid 15
but
minutes
you
out of it,
definitely
it would
could
have been
cut.
tighter.
It still would have been a lot. It would have been a better movie, I think.
Yeah.
Tight.
I enjoyed I thought I liked the ending. I like where it went, but again, as I guess Noob is implying, he's not the Joker.
That Joker's not going to do anything about Batman.
He's a proto-Joker,
given.
yeah?
That's a given. If that Joker spends the next 18 years
Joker.
continuing to be the clown lord of Gotham, the clown prince of Gotham,
Yeah,
is that what
Clown
it is?
Prince.
Then yes, I could see him giving Batman a run for his money.
No.
Well, did he demonstrate any of those skills? That he had the skills to be the Clown Prince of Gotham?
No.
No, he was not demonstrating them.
And he was going to be locked up at the end.
This
so
was- yeah,
he'd
this-
spend most of his time in jail as opposed to being an actual criminal lord or whatever.
Well,
what have
he
you.
also, I mean, how long is he actually going to spend in jail? Because the Joker broke out of Arkham how many times?
Is he capable of
It's
breaking
a
out? I
constant
don't think
thing.
so.
This guy, he didn't have any skills. He had zero skill set.
But he's got 18 years to figure that out. Remember, Bruce is just a little kid right now. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he'd
go
also
away and
be
do
in
all that.
fucking
He'd also
geriatric
be,
care
he'd
by
be
that
like
point.
in his freaking, he'd almost be 60.
The time frame also doesn't match out as well. He's like claiming to be like the son of this woman that he's not too far off her age. And then
Agreed.
claiming that Thomas Wayne is his father, even though Thomas
He's
Wayne and him
within-
are the same age.
Yeah. Well, people have pinpointed that the movie actually started. It's supposed to be 1981 because that's the year that, if you looked at the marquee, the two movies were released at the same time. They would have been airing at the same time: The Gay Blade of Zorro and Excalibur. So both those movies would have been playing concurrently in 1981. So that's the time frame for this movie. It wasn't explicitly stated, but that's what.
That's the time frame, which that would make sense. I mean, when you're looking
So
at
if
like
you
the origins
give
of the Batman, stuff like
Batman
that,
another
then yeah.
18 years, that would make him
That
like
would make him
48
old.
or 50
Really old.
something. Like, yeah, he'd be getting his ass whooped by Batman.
even with like years and years of
Training, insanity,
training.
whatever.
Yeah, Rubik's cubes and fucking.
Cubes. I don't know. Do you really think I think he'd be too busy smoking to solve a
That dude
Rubik's Cube.
smokes so much in this fucking movie.
the entire movie.
He'd have died
chain
with cancer within 18 years.
That is also true.
There was a comment about Stranger Things and being way too much smoking, and it's like, yeah, well, that's how things were. That was the times. In this movie, yeah, everyone smoked a lot, but this dude was constantly had a
It
cigarette
was
in his mouth.
irritating.
Yeah,
It was distracting.
so much. It was
Yeah.
So
even at the end when he came out on the TV show with a cigarette in his mouth. Was that necessary?
No.
No, not at all. Actually, I think it took away from him because I'm like, is this dude really walking out with a cigarette in his mouth? It's taken away from it.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
this movie was essentially a movie about someone with mental illness
Yes.
with a Joker filter on top.
It could have, because it's so, well, let's talk about the Scorsese influence. It could literally have been, it's really an amalgam of Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. You combine those two movies and you get Joker. So we'll explain. We just watched, and Scott will comment on this as well. The violence in comparison.
But will he?
I hope you do. I would appreciate your opinion on
If
this.
I feel like it.
Nobody appreciates Scott's opinion.
So Taxi Driver, can you look up when that was made and King of Comedy? So you have these two Scorsese movies that did not win Oscars. Robert De Niro starred in them, just as Robert De
Which is
Niro
why
was
he's so angry.
Yes, well, he's very angry, and he stars in Joker. Obviously, is Murray, the talk show hosty guy, whatever.
Yes.
So the plot of Taxi Driver is a regular old taxi driver. Gets fed up with the world because it's so dark, falls in love with a underage teenage prostitute who is Jodie Foster, and essentially goes to free her from her pimps, who was the guy we looked up?
Oh,
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey
Rodney
Keitel.
Taxi Driver is 1976, by the way.
So 1976. So how many years ago was that? 43 years
a
ago?
lot.
Is that 43 years? Is my math awful?
76 would be 1.
Carry the 1.
4
minus-
years to 2000. Now we're in 19, so 24 plus 19.
43 years.
And then the King of Comedy was 1983.
So whatever that is. 35 years ago.
Less. Yes.
So Taxi Driver, so he decides he goes on a killing spree to free the teenage girl. And he's like, talk about the violence, Scott, like in comparison to Joker.
It's bloody. It's guys getting his hand blown off. Another guy's getting shot in the neck. It's showing the holes. It's showing the blood flying. It's bloody. It's violent. It's screaming. It's
You son of a bitch! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
it's
You
this-
son of a bitch!
it's this guy.
Kill you! I'll murder you!
With great editing, by the way.
It's great. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! It's great. But the violence in that movie from 43 years ago is more shocking and more brutal than the violence that you see in the Joker.
Yes. Oh, shut up.
Or at least equivalent, right?
It's equivalent. It's definitely equivalent. This Joker movie did have blood flying. It did have splatter. When he stabbed the
Stabbed him in the
guy,
eye.
you know, yeah, there was that violence as well. But to say that is more violent than Taxi Driver would be not true.
Yes. And then you have King of Comedy, where essentially
Also a bloody mess.
another black comedy where Robert De Niro and Jerry Lewis and Sandra Bernhard is in it, and he's a celebrity worshiping failed stand-up comedian, and the failed stand-up comedian ends up kidnapping the late night talk show host in order to get him to do what he wants. Again, it's like if you mush these two movies together, and it's okay to be influenced by Scorsese.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that. What you end up having, though, is like this super Scorsese influence, and then people are offended by it, and it's like, dude, these movies came out like 40 years ago, and they were controversial then, but now it's like, you should be desensitized to this, but apparently people are getting all
we're
their cucks all up in
Everyone's
us.
resensitized.
Apparently, jeez.
Which is great for a late evening with your girl, but not so good for movies.
Especially where people are like scared, like, oh my God, it's going to cause chaos. And the vitriolic reviews of this movie that are just like, it's hateful and it's evil movie and it's like should be censored and canceled. And I'm like,
that's not even close.
it's not even that good of a, it's a B+ movie.
But if you're gonna say that, I mean, for the reasons they're pissed off, for the same reasons you can say that it's a great movie.
Yeah,
Because
you could
it
compare
does.
the two.
It's what's a good movie? It's something that makes you think. It's something that makes you feel. It's something that is digs into the mindset of an individual. Takes a closer look into a mental situation or relationships, stuff like that. That's what this movie was. This movie was. It was looking into the mental state of this character, his social interactions, his social status, his living conditions.
Yeah, he's super poor.
It's looking at all these and putting it together and saying this is with this set of situations, with this set of scenarios, this is how you create a lunatic. Just because it's the Joker, it could be Joker, it could be anyone
Could have
else.
been anybody.
But
It could have been.
but if you're looking at just those standpoints, this was actually a real good movie because it did do that. It made you think about all the different situations, all the different inputs that could drive a person to be, a lunatic, somebody to go snap and go off the deep end.
The only thing I'll say is, again, like, I thought it was a little weird that we had to see the origin of Batman again for the 99th time.
Over and over and over.
And, Zack Snyder did it better than this one, so...
Yeah, I don't know why they had to do a Batman origin this
They could have just, implied it.
Yeah.
They could have showed the Waynes. You knew who Wayne was. They made a point to introduce Thomas Wayne.
Yep.
They made a point to introduce Bruce Wayne. You could have had him walk into an alley and then just pan away and be like...
Yeah.
Oh, and then had a newspaper that said Thomas Wayne murdered or something like that.
You didn't even have to do that much. When they showed them coming out of the movie theater and turn into the alley, cut.
I would agree with you.
Right there. They didn't have to show the guy in the glam mask. Wayne, this is what you get. You get what you had coming. And then he shoots him and then shoots the ugly Martha Wayne and then still rips off her necklace. Even though he wasn't robbing her at this point, he just shot her
wasn't robbing
and then
her.
randomly ripped the necklace off for no reason.
That was weird.
No reason he rips off her necklace. But they had to show the pearls flying.
I think that
was just reasons. That was one of those you could have cut to take 15 minutes out of this movie and make it a good movie.
You got to cut like 2 or 3 minutes out of there.
Yep.
I feel like I agree with you because the whole the part that the urban decay is that Thomas Wayne and that Bruce experiences when he loses his parents is the crime is at a rise. It's not chaos because people hate the rich people. It's the urban decay. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever heard of a riot against rich people?
If that was the true origins of Batman, then Batman would hate poor people.
Yes, he would hate poor people.
Not criminals. He would hate poor people.
He was trying to just
poor
defend
people rioting
urban decay.
that killed his family.
Yes. So and they were essentially vigilantes against a corrupt system. So that also paints Batman as a villain on some level.
It does, because he's the vigilante.
He's a symbol of control and order, which he is, but in a negative perception. Which leads me to one of the other points I was going to make about the Joker was the movie was filmed from the standpoint of what we call in film terms, right, Scott, is the unreliable narrator. So was this really a delusion of the Joker, or was this a reality, or what really happened at the end? It's unclear.
They did show midway through that he was actually having full-out delusions.
Yes.
That he had this relationship with this...
predictable delusions.
He had this relationship with this woman that never actually happened.
Correct.
So he was having
was just too hot
actual
for him.
delusions.
Zazie Beetz was way too hot for him.
So yeah, how much of this is
blowing
real?
your brains
how
out
much
is
of
not
this
flirting.
is
Sorry, I don't know what planet you're on, but
I don't know. Like,
not
maybe they would
flirting.
have sex, and as soon as he climaxed, he just
So that's the
suicides.
question. How much of this is real? How much of this didn't actually happen?
So, and that gets back to the point: is this a proto Joker, kind of like what they did in that Gotham show?
I think it's just another way to tell the Joker story, because if we're talking about the Joker, the villain in the Batman world, in the Batman universe, I don't like this Joker. I don't like the backstory. I don't like the origins. I don't like the mentality.
I don't think he has the capability of combating.
In 18 years, he could become that Joker,
Maybe,
but I don't like this Joker. There was other Jokers I was much happier with.
Like Jared Leto.
No.
No.
Heath Ledger, of course, is the first one that's always going to come to mind.
Yes.
The animated Joker that was portrayed multiple times with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is the voice.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, with Mark Hamill's the voice. Joker from The Killing Joke. That was probably my favorite portrayal of the Joker, is from The Killing Joke movie. The Batman, I forget if it's Batman Begins or something, but it's that 2-part movie. That's Batman, and he actually kills the Joker in it. And then the second part, he fights Superman. It's another a long animated one.
I'm not sure what one that was.
The Joker in that was really good. I really enjoyed that Joker. He was still on the same lines of the Mark Hamill Joker, though. So,
It was interesting, though. I do think there were hints of every Joker in Joaquin's performance / what was happening in the actual movie. Because he made the face like a Jack Nicholson face.
Yep.
And there was a poster behind him for the Murray show, whatever the guy's last name is, that was like reflective of the Nicholson Joker. There was definitely a scene where he's in the cop car that reminded me of the Heath Ledger Joker
one. Yep.
There was a bat pole.
There was a bat pole from
What's
the
a bat
70s.
pole?
You ride the bat pole, baby.
Yeah, there's a pole that has bats.
Do you remember
on
when
it.
Bruce like slid down the pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the 70s show.
Yeah. Where was the bat pole in this movie?
When Bruce slid down the bat pole. Bruce is playing in the playground because he's like 8 years old.
Oh.
And he slides down the pole.
Oh, that was stupid.
Dude, that was definitely a reference to the
Shows
frickin'
that
bat
Bruce
pole.
knows how to
dumb.
handle a pole.
It
That was
does.
so dumb.
Although I will also say that he took a little bit of Cesar Romero's performance himself, A, from his laugh, and B, from his dancing.
I could see
Because he definitely did dancing.
Yes.
So that was kind of a...
I could see those were the aspects I did like of this Joker. The dancing when he got carefree,
mean
when
his
he
Tai Chi?
finally lost his mind. The end there when he comes out wearing the suit and the hair change and everything else.
It was cool.
I saw that, I was like, okay, that's Joker. I'm down with that.
He was still a little like weak though, where I felt like, where he gave his speech. Here's the difference. This is actually a really good point, and Noob-Noob and I talked about this. So in the animated series, there's an episode about the Joker where the Joker and this illustrates things pretty well. So the Joker decides to poison all the fish in Gotham Harbor so they have the Joker smile. And his goal is to poison the fish so that he can patent them,
Wait.
so he can sell the patent to the patent office and make money.
Which series was this? Was
This
this
is
one
the animated series.
Okay.
Joker
And,
fish.
and literally, Batman goes, no one can understand the Joker's motives. Only the Joker can. Because there's no reason to poison fish so they have a Joker smile. No one's going to buy them. Why would he patent them? What the hell is the point of that? The Joker is absolutely insane, and only his motives can be understood by the Joker. Yet this Joker in the Joaquin Phoenix performance is motivated by revenge. He lets the one guy go who actually I thought was a scene stealer. The
little man.
The little man. He was great. I thought he was fantastic, but he lets that guy live and doesn't kill him. And even Murray. He only kills Murray. He doesn't kill everybody else in the audience.
But did he kill the guy? I mean, did he not?
He felt slated.
Did he not kill a little guy because he liked him? And this was before he fully snapped.
But dude, once you start murdering people, I think you've snapped.
Yeah, I feel like at the same time though, the when he goes
He
on the talk
clearly
show,
killed the- okay,
when he
let's go
goes to
through
the
the
talk
kills.
show at the end is his realization of this is who I am.
No, I think he feels that Murray slated him because he says, "Do you know what you get when you?" What's the joke? He says, "Do you know what you get when you combine a sad, lonely person with a society that kicked him to the curb? You get what you fucking deserve." And that's when he shoots Murray. And because Murray was making fun of him, he felt slighted by Murray.
And it was Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and 2.
Okay. So think about it. He killed the 3 Wall Street guys because they were making fun of him and they were going to rape that woman. Vigilantism, right?
Yes.
He killed his mom because she's been lying to him and abused him for all those years.
Yes.
He killed the other clown guy because he framed him and got him fired.
Yes.
And then he killed Murray. Who else did he kill? Anybody else? Just Murray.
Then Murray.
And he killed Murray because Murray was making fun of him.
Yes.
Again, this is a man who was slighted, who is taking out his injustices against his perceived attackers, versus the Joker, who is just insane, who wants to patent Joker fish and kill people because he's an absolute lunatic and no one understands what he's trying to accomplish.
Is that what the last kill then was when he killed the therapist?
Oh, when he killed the therapist because she didn't get the joke.
Yeah, but
Because
is that
he felt that she was...
so she's not going to get the joke, so I'm going to kill her because she's not going to get the joke. Is
think-
that last kill supposed to be the transition into now I'm just going to be killing everybody?
No, I think he was killing her because he reminded her of the other therapist who refused to help
That
him.
wasn't the same therapist?
No, it was
okay,
not.
I thought it was the same therapist.
No, I don't think so. They were 2 different actresses
Oh, okay.
from what I've read.
All right.
So you see what I'm saying, though, where there's a difference. Like, even Jared Leto's Joker was literally insane because he was just off his damn rocker.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to understand. Or when Alfred tries to explain Heath Ledger's Joker, and he goes, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, and that's the Joker.
This Joker had motivations, and I that's where I look at him more as a proto-Joker to influence others.
So people are also talking about the laugh as well, about whether or not it's a good laugh. So here is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker laugh. And there's music on top of this because it's pulled from trailers and shit, so deal with it.
It is a real condition, though. Joaquin's condition.
What's so funny? Freak! Is this a joke to you?
So he had multiple styles of laugh.
It reminds me of the Cesar Romero joke, laugh, though.
Here's Caesar. Come on.
See, does that not sound similar?
It does. It is cognizant of the Cesar Romero laugh. And then it'll be Caesar for another second, and then we'll go into the Jack Nicholson Joker. Wow, it's a lot of Cesar Romero. I didn't remember this much.
He laughs
Caesar.
a lot.
All right, here's Jack Nicholson.
Jack is dead, my friend.
Jack is dead, my friend.
You can call me
Joker.
And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
I will say Nicholson almost appeared to have the same disease, though. I do feel
where he would just randomly laugh.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. I mean, afterwards, perhaps. After he returned to Joker, I think then, but I think his portrayal was more of, I'm insane, so I'm going to laugh at random occurrences. Whereas Joaquin Phoenix's, this is
involuntary.
This is involuntary. This is Tourette's. This is laughing Tourette's. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we know this laugh.
This is just to intimidate people.
That's when he abducted the one guy.
So good.
Oh. And of course, you know this is an old movie because of the over-exaggerated
voices,
bass. This is where he's hanging at the end.
I feel like his always had a purpose, his laugh.
Yeah. And then, of course, and then Leto.
That's not funny.
Save the best for last.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, so
No,
I forgot you were here.
He take,
Were you on this episode?
No.
Did he take small pieces from all those Jokers and incorporate them into his laughs throughout the movie?
I think he was, like I said, he was trying to create some sort of homage, and I feel that the most direct homage was from the Cesar Romero, because he said he started building the character from the laugh. And I think he went back to the original, but then he was like, it's going to be a psychological disorder, but it's going to be a mix between laughing and crying, but I'm going to use the Cesar Romero. That's going to be my base, and then I'm going to build off of that. Because I do think there's a distinction between them, but I think his was, like I said, he was trying to build something from a classic perspective.
I'm just glad he didn't have the laugh bag.
Because I don't think anyone wants to do Nicholson, and I don't think I know he was trying to avoid Ledger, right?
Everyone's avoiding Ledger. No one wants to, unless you can find a way to actually pay homage to Ledger. There's no reason to go.
I think that's why they did the scene where he was in the cop car, and it was like it made me think of it as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, and it was just a little throwback, and that was cool. I saw that. And I was like, that's cool, but it wasn't trying to take away from.
Agreed.
Fantastic. So I thought it was fantastic, but It was mainly a
course you
movie
did.
about a mental illness with the Joker filter,
you're
not
mentally
necessarily a full Joker movie.
We
But-
know that. We've been discussing that the whole time.
No, I would recommend it for
fucking
anyone.
15 minutes, except you don't
Moonits.
make sense
Moonits.
anything.
Moonite minutes.
Moonites.
Moon
Yes.
minutes.
And of course, you're going to recommend to anyone. You also like Batwoman.
Batwoman
Yeah.
was great.
Piece of shit.
Batwoman would so scissor that Joker hard.
How many times? I'm going to have to go back and do a scissor count in this episode. See how many times he
A
talks
lot
about
of
fucking
scissors.
scissoring.
A lot of
Yeah.
scissoring.
So would you recommend people go see it, Scott?
You can wait until it's not in theaters anymore.
What a piece of shit.
I don't know that it's a theater movie.
No.
It didn't
You
have
don't have
like
to.
a crazy like intensity that
If
I
you
was
want
like,
to talk,
I had to see it.
If you want to talk about, I want to see this because I love the Joker. No, but if you want to see this because you do like a good movie that's a character study that gets deep into mental anguish and emotions, stuff like that. Yeah,
If you like a Scorsese movie, this is a good Scorsese knockoff. If you are looking for a Joker movie, yeah, probably you're not going to get what you want.
No, you're not. You're not going to find the Joker that you're looking for. This is not the Joker you're looking for.
No, it is not. Shout out Brian Callen for his super secret cameo. Just felt that was important.
Yeah.
Because you can't see him. You can only see him in a mirror. And he's a great comedian. And you can see him. You can hear his voice, but you can't see him. He's one of the clowns.
There's also a Justin Theroux cameo during a Murray interview. There's
Yeah.
also Mark Maron, who is the agent for Murray.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians.
And then Brian Tyree Henry, who is in there, is also
It's a Marvel dude.
Yeah, from the Into the Spider-Verse. He was Spider-Man's dada.
Miles Morales.
Yes, Spider-Man's dada.
Was there anything else we missed there, Noob?
I don't think so, did we?
We covered all the bases.
No, there was a BVS, Batman vs. Superman
that's right.
Easter egg, because Excalibur was playing in theaters during that murder, and that was also during the murder of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that was a much more
Clemens.
attractive Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. Laura Cohan and Jeffrey, what's his name from Walking Dead?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, Jeffrey. That's a much more attractive.
in this movie.
No, in Batman vs. Superman.
In BVS, yes.
Yeah, that's a much more attractive Thomas and
so is
Martha
that
Wayne.
so that's a throwback. They had the same movie playing that was in the BVS.
Yeah,
murder.
I don't think it's ever been established other than like I don't know the Nicholson. I don't know what movie was playing in that one. In fact, wasn't it like a play? I don't even know that it was a movie. And he was scared of bats or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They had to leave because he was getting scared of the bats.
And it had something to do with it was a play. It wasn't a movie.
That's what it was.
It
It was a play. It was a live action play. There were bats in it. He freaked out. And being a good dad, Thomas Wayne was like, all right, let's go. And he took them all out of there. And then that's how he wound up in the alleyway and got murdered. At that time, in which case he was actually being robbed.
Again, yeah. Oh man. I looked up Batman shooting and that was not what I wanted.
Well, did you get porn?
No, I got the
Was
actual
it-
shooting from 2012. That was not what I wanted. No.
So,
anything else there, Noobers?
Nope. No, I think we're good. Let's
That's
wrap
it?
this bitch up. Yeah.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Send in the clones. Is that what this is? Clones. No.
This isn't Sending the Clowns.
Are we going to get yanked for whatever the hell you're pulling?
If you like what you heard here today, you can go over to Instagram and find us at ork_u. That's ORK_u. You can go over to YouTube and search Our Reviews Will Kill You and find plenty of content to watch there. Go over to Facebook.com/Our Reviews Will Kill You and join the Ork universe and join the conversation and join in the fun. And of course, as always, Our Reviews Will Kill You is brought to you for free thanks to our friends over at Scott Will Kill You Productions, filled with content and movies and comedy and shorts and podcasts and all kinds of stuff. It's a good way to kill some time. ScottWillKillYou.com, because Scott will kill you with laughter. Also, our friends over there at Gods and Ghosts at GNGClothingCO.com. Gods and Ghost Clothing
Did you say gods and goats?
Coats, yes, maybe. I don't know.
Goats or coats?
I'm getting tired. I want to go to bed. I'm starting to mumble through words.
By the way, in the DC
things
comic
aren't-
continuity, it's established that the Mark of Zorro was the film that young Bruce Wayne was watching.
So that's what that was. I
Not-
do remember that being somewhere.
not the gay blade of Zorro,
I do remember Zorro being what they were watching. I don't remember which one it was, though.
which is interesting because Zorro is a prototype for Batman. Bartman. Batman.
And then there's Bartman.
Bartman.
And then there's Bartman.
Do the Bartman.
Simpsons. Do the Bartman.
Do the Bartman. Was there anything else there, Scott?
Was
Did you
there
finish?
something?
I don't know. Did you
Yeah,
finish your whatever?
I did my-
I interrupted you, so I don't know. I don't remember.
I did my thing.
Okay, so from all of us here at OrkU to all of you at home, we love ya.
Hey there, Ork Universe. Scott here, telling you to go ahead and click that subscribe video. Make sure you get all the OrkU videos as they're released. Click that like button, give us some love, and go down and comment. Tell us what you think, tell us what you loved, and of course, tell us that you hate Noob-Noob. Hey, you may even get an extra surprise and a visit from somebody very special. Naked Scott, what are you doing here? Surprise, I can appear anywhere at any time. Isn't that illegal? Never you mind, Hollywood Scott. I'm here to remind our friends to go over to Scott Will Kill You Productions and go to Legion of Lunacy for more crazy videos. And get more OrkU review videos by clicking on that link right over there. Why am I the one who's covered up? Shouldn't you be censored? You can't censor this, baby. I'm way too sexy.